Let's have a seat on our mat. We're gonna come into a full pigeon. So we're basically draping one leg on top of the other, so shins are stacked. If you have a space in between, you can place a block to rest on, or even a throw pillow or a rolled up towel. You just want to make sure that if you do have a space there that you can relax that knee down. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Adjust the booty. Nice long spine, shoulders down. Let's close our eyes for a moment. We're going to take a few breaths, becoming present on the mat. Trying to let go of all the stresses we have going on and leave those off of the mat for the next 30 minutes. We're going to breathe in to the count of 4, and we're going to exhale to the count of 8. Let's start by taking a deep breath in and exhale. Deep breath in, exhale. Last one. Let's gently open up our eyes. Let's walk the hands out in front, melting the chest towards the thighs, forehead down. Take a deep breath here. And let's walk it back up. Let's bring the arms out to the sides. We're going to twist over to the right. As you twist, keep the belly button in and up towards the spine. Come back through center. So let's take it to the left. One more time on each side, keeping the belly button in and up. Back through center and over to the left. Arms come out to the side, bringing the forearms together. We're going to come into Cactus Arms. As we open up, we're bringing shoulder blades together, chest is opening, shoulders are down away from the ears, and we come back together. As we come back together, chin comes to chest with a small round in the upper back. So we open up and close. Inhale as we open, and exhale to close. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Bring hands down to the mat. Walk those fingertips out to the right. Open that chest to the sky. Left arm comes over left ear. And keep both sits bones on the mat. Take a breath here. Come on up to the other side. Walk those left fingertips out, right arm over right ear. Both sits bones on the mat. You should feel a nice stretch in the right side. And come on up. Reach the arms up overhead. And we're going to take some wrist circles here. And reverse. Let's open those hands up really wide and bring them in. Open them up, bring them in. Open them up, bring them in. And wiggle those fingers. Bringing the hands into our lap. Bring chin to chest. Turn, bringing the chin over to the right shoulder. Back through center. Over to the left. Over to the right shoulder. over to the left, over to the right, and over to the left. Come back through center. We lift the head, bring right ear to right shoulder. Don't scrunch the shoulder to meet the ear. Just let that ear fall towards the shoulder. And come back through center. Let the left ear fall towards the left shoulder. Come back through center. Gently shake your head yes. Very slow and controlled. And gentle. And let's shake our heads no. And we're gonna bring the opposite leg on the bottom this time. Opposite leg on top. We're gonna walk it out. Just opening up through those hips. Relax those shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep breath here. And let's walk it up. Bringing that left foot on the inside, we stretch out through the right leg. Sitting up tall, both sits bones on the mat. Grab that big toe, opening up the chest to the sky. We bring left arm over left ear, flexing that foot. And let's switch. Right foot comes on the inside, left leg comes out long. We grab that big toe, open up that chest. Right arm over right ear, flexing that foot. And come on up. Both legs come out in front. If you have a block, you can grab it. Place it in between both legs. If you don't have a block, don't worry, you don't need one. If you want to place maybe a throw pillow on top of your shins and bring your legs hip width apart, that's fine as well. We're going to flex those feet, adjust the booty, sitting up nice and tall, reaching the arms overhead. We inhale, exhale, hinge from the hips. You can grab the feet or the shins or the sides of the legs, whatever's most comfortable. And rest your forehead on the block, or maybe the pillow or pillows, depending on how much height you need. You can also have a slight bend in the knees if you need. If you feel any kind of straining, make sure you add a micro bend to the knees. Take one more deep breath. And let's slowly roll it up. Put the block to the side. And we come to our tabletop. Knees come under the hips, hands under those shoulders, open those fingers nice and wide. We're going to come into a high plank here. Now, if you have trouble holding your high plank, you can drop your knees down and modify this as well. What we're going to do is bring the right knee in, and we're going to open it up to the side as we breathe. And let's take it to the other side. Again, you can drop down on your knees if holding a high plank is too much. Deep breath in and exhale. Drop those knees down. Open them as wide as the mat. Big toes to touch. Sit back on those heels. Melt that chest towards the mat. Relax those shoulders and arms. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. round through, come back to your tabletop. And let's come right into our downward dog. Lift the hips towards the sky, pedal through the feet. Check your posture in your down dog. And on our next breath in, we're going to bring that right leg high to three-legged dog. Deep breath in. We exhale. We step it up. Drop down on that back leg. Lift up, arms overhead, coming into neutral. As we sink forward, we bring that right arm over the right leg. Twist open to the left. Coming back up. Arms overhead. We're in neutral now. As we sink forward, left arm comes in front, right arm comes in back. And we twist over to the right. Coming back up to neutral. Frame that front foot, pop up on the back. Coming into a high plank. Again, to modify, drop the knees down. We're going to take a deep breath in. Bring that right knee forward. Exhale. Draw 3 circles. Left knee comes forward. Inhale. Exhale. Draw 3 circles. Come right to downward dog. Take a deep breath as you pedal the feet. Checking your posture in down dog. Filling up your body with oxygen. And on our next breath in, left leg comes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, we step it up. Drop down on that back knee, flatten on that foot. Rise up to neutral. As we sink forward, left arm comes in front, right arm comes behind. We twist open to the right this time. Coming back up. Through neutral, we take a deep breath in. As we exhale, we sink. This time, left arm comes in front, right arm comes behind, and we twist over to the left. Coming back up through neutral, reach the arms overhead, and let's frame that foot. Pop up on that back leg, slide it back to your high plank. Drop the knees down. Keeping the elbows at your side, we bring chest and chin to the mat. Flatten on the feet. Deep breath in. And coming into upward facing dog. Exhale. We bend the knees, curl one toe, then the other. Take a deep breath. Paddle the feet. Check your posture. And on your next breath in, right leg comes high, three-legged dog. We come forward this time into our plank, and we open up to the right. Drop your knees down if you need to modify. Come on back to your three-legged dog. Take a breath. And as you exhale, we're going to step it up. Stay lifted on that back leg. Squeeze those inner thighs to rise up. Hands come to your heart. Deep breath. From here, we're going to lean forward, push off, coming into your warrior 3. Keep it bent. And we drop that back leg down, coming into high lunge. Let's twist it. Open to the right, sinking into that front hip. Coming up through neutral, arms overhead. Breathing in. Exhale, let's open it up to the left, sinking into that front hip. Come back through neutral. And let's frame that front foot. Slide it back to your plank. Drop those knees down, chin and chest. Take a breath here. And we open up, upward facing dog. Deep breath in, bend the knees, then curl one toe, then the other. Exhale into your downward dog. Pedal the feet. Check your posture. On your next breath in, left leg comes high, three-legged dog. Exhale, we come forward into our plank. Drop your knee down to modify, and we open it up to the side. Coming back, three-legged dog, breathe in. Exhale, we step it up. Keep that back leg lifted. Slowly rise up. Coming into neutral, find your balance. Hands to heart. Leaning forward, we push off. Coming into warrior three. Deep bend on the standing leg. And we tip back into our high lunge. Neutral. We sink into that front hip as we twist open to the left. Come back up through neutral. Wobbly. And let's sink into that front hip, twisting open to the right. Come back to neutral. And we frame that front foot. Slide it back. Drop those knees down. Bring them as wide as the mat, big toes to touch. Sit back, melt that chest. Extended child's pose. Catch your breath. Take one more deep breath. And let's round through. Come back to your tabletop. Lift those hips towards the sky, pedal the feet. Deep breaths. Bring belly to thighs, bending those knees deeply. And sink the heels. Belly to thighs, sink the heels. One more time. We're going to bring the feet together like a turnout. So heels come together, toes turn out like ballerinas. And from here, we're going to bend the knees deeply and straighten the legs. Bend the knees deeply, straighten the legs. One more time. And straighten. Let's come on up to our tippy toes and walk to the front of the mat like you're wearing high heels, crisscrossing as you walk up, and meet me in a forward fold. Torso's hanging heavy, micro bend in the knees, tailbone towards the sky. Take a deep breath. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. And let's roll it up. Let's breathe in, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Fix your clothes. Pick your wedgies. This is a good time to do it in mountain pose. At least I do in my yoga classes. This is always when I adjust myself. Check your posture in mountain. Make sure you're evenly standing on all four corners of both feet. And tailbone is tucked in, tucked under slightly. Core is tight by lifting in and up in the belly button. Chest slightly open, shoulders down. Chin is lifted and back slightly, hands down by your side. Your legs are activated by lifting the kneecaps. Take a breath here. And let's bring hands to heart. We're gonna lift that right leg. Come on back, warrior three. Don't worry if you wobble, don't worry if you shake. Micro bend in that standing leg. And let's come forward as we bend that knee. And also if you need to hold on to a wall or a chair, be my guest. Hold on with one hand. Slow and controlled. The wobbling is what's going to help build up that strength to help you balance for a long time. And on the last one, cross the leg over in a figure four and sit back. Chair pose. Let's rise up, shake it out. I'm sure your leg and your ankle feels like it's on fire, right? Mine certainly does. All right, let's find that mountain posture, the Tadasana again, and make sure you're evenly spread through both feet. That's what's going to help keep us balanced. It starts with the feet. You should be able to lift your toes, but other than that, all four corners of that foot should be even. All right, let's lift that left leg. Coming into our warrior three. And we come back. The more slow and controlled, the better. Lift that knee. Come back. Make sure your hips are square to the mat. One hip should not be lifted higher than the other. And that goes for the same in downward dog. Hips are square to the mat. When we're in three-legged dog, one hip should not be higher than the other. And let's come back, cross that leg over. And let's bend into our chair pose. Sit back, you got it. And rise up, shake it out. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive it down, lead with the chest, bend in the knees. Coming into halfway lift. Nice flat back. And forward fold. Hands come to the mat. You step it back. Drop the knees down. Chest and chin. Flatten on the feet. And this time, come right down to your belly. Pushing the tops of the feet into the mat. Pushing the hips into the mat. We're going to tighten the core by lifting in and up on the belly button. Taking a nice deep breath in. And we're going to lift. Bring those hands up. And lower. Big breath in, tighten that belly. Lift. Come on down, let's do one more time. Tighten that belly, big breath in. Exhale, lift. And hands come under the shoulders. We curl those toes under. Come on up. Tabletop. We're going to curl those toes under, lift. And from here, we're going to open up to the side, just like we did in our plank. Keeping an inch lift in both knees. Let's take it to the other side. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Drop those knees down. Let's curl those legs around and come on to our backs. Slowly lay back. Bring those legs up to the sky. Feet are flexed. Lifting the upper back off of the mat. Keep a nice distance from chin and chest. And we pulse the hands. Excuse me. Losing my voice, not good. As we continue to pulse the hands, keeping our upper backs lifted, keeping that chin away from the chest. We're going to slowly drop both legs down a little lower as we breathe. Drop them down. Drop them. Drop. 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 Hug it in. Take a deep breath. One more deep breath. Coming into butterfly pose, bring the bottoms of your feet together. Knees open wide to the ground. The tighter your hips are, the more you're going to want to bring your feet out. The looser your hips are, the more you're going to want to bring your feet in. We're going to curl, we're going to interlace those hands, not curl, interlace those hands behind the head. Open up those elbows wide so that your arms and legs mirror each other. We lift the upper back off of the mat, keeping that distance between the chin and chest. And we lift, crunching, letting that core lift you without coming all the way down to the mat. So keeping the upper back off of the mat, keeping it lifted, letting the core pull me up. And from here, I'm going to come over to the right, crunching to the right. And now to the left, keep that upper back lifted. And bring it down. Give yourself a nice good morning stretch. And bring those feet up towards the sky, flexing the feet. Hands down by your side. Deep breath in. As we exhale, we're going to lift the tailbone ever so slightly. Lifting with the core. That very, very bottom half of your abdomen is what you lift with. So it's not a very big movement. It's very small and subtle. Slight tuck of the pelvis, or tilt of the pelvis. Hug those legs in. Give yourself a little back massage. Rounding those legs back and forth. Drawing a circle with the knees. Let's bring those feet down by our glutes. Coming as close as you can. Now, you can hold on to the heels here. or hands can be down by your side. We're gonna come into a bridge pose. So as we begin to lift the hips towards the sky, shoulder blades start to come together. Neck is nice and long, chin away from the chest as much as possible. You can also interlace your hands underneath you. And make sure you're not splaying out in the legs. Keep them in line with the hips. Deep breath. One more deep breath. Unravel those hands. Come down one vertebrae at a time. And we want to always come into an opposition pose. So anytime we arch the back, then we need to round the back. So let's bring knees to chest and bring nose to knees. Rounding through that spine now. In yoga, everything's yin and yang. If we do it on one side, we need to do it on the other. If we arch the back, we need to round the back. So on and so forth. So anyway, all right. Now it's your chance to choose between lying in a corpse pose for our Savasana, or if you want to come into a seated meditation. If you want to come into seated, you can come up to a seat comfortably, or you can rock and roll. Using that core to give you some movement. And if you are in corpse pose, relax your body. Scan your body for any tension and release that tension. If you have a block, feel free to sit up on it, or a pillow, feel free to sit up on it. You do not need one. We can stack into our full pigeon like we started, or you can just crisscross applesauce or half lotus, whatever's comfortable for you. Wherever you are, make sure you're sitting up nice and tall with a nice long spine, shoulders down, eyes are closed. Let's bring our left hand to our heart, right hand to our belly, even if you're in corpse pose. And we're going to breathe just for a few moments with a nice clear mind. And we're going to breathe in to the count of 4, and we're going to exhale to the count of 8, just like we did when we started. Let's start by taking a deep breath in and exhale. Continue breathing on your own, keeping a nice clear mind in the most peaceful state possible. Let's everybody bring the hands together at the heart center. Give yourself a big smile. Gently open up your eyes. Let's reach the arms overhead as we take the biggest breath in we've taken all day. Hands come together, hold that breath, and release. One more time, big breath in. Hands come together, look up at those hands. Hold that breath. Exhale, release. Thank you guys again so much for practicing with me today. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope to see you back for tomorrow, which is the halfway point, 2 weeks of Evolve down. You guys are doing amazing. I am so proud of each and every one of you. This is not easy. Most people come into yoga thinking it's just going to be easy and stretching and that it'll be no problem. They do it just to recover from another workout. Little do they know, it's very hardcore. It's a very good workout. And you don't even have to be moving quickly or fast or, you know, slow controlled movements can be just as effective and hardcore as fast, you know, hard, all that stuff. So basically holding a balance pose is just as intense as like running. Anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, I'm gonna shut up now and let you guys go. Oh, namaste. See, I get off on a tangent and then I don't shut up. See you tomorrow.